From a 1.5 GPA to two-time NFL MVP, Lamar Jackson's story is nothing short of extraordinary. Born and raised in Pompano Beach, Florida, when Lamar was just 8 years old, he faced a tragedy no child should ever experience.
You talked about you lose your grandmother and your dad the same day?
Yeah, it was crazy. I was hurt. I was crying a lot. My father passed. But my mom found out my grandma passed, probably an hour later, actually. And she told me, she didn't want everyone to find out about it. So she was like, Lamar, come here. I was like, yes, ma'am. She was like, don't cry, but, my grandmother has passed. So I was like, don't cry. But.
How old are you?
I was 8 years old.
Oh, my God.
8 years old, I love them to death. I still be, trying to make them happy. I'm blessed right now. Thankful.
In a household struggling to make ends meet, Lamar knew he had an opportunity to break his whole family out of poverty if he continued to work on his craft.
What kind of an upbringing was it for you that gave you the chance to succeed in football?
I say it was tough. It was tough. I don't know, man. It happened so fast. I'm trying to think about it, but Pompano Beach is crazy down there. My mom wanted us to get away from it.
Lamar's mother, Felicia Jones, was so committed to her son's success that she even put the football pads on herself.
And your mom did what?
She put the pads on that I was doing him in, and she was like, do it to me. So, her being a woman, I was like, come on. I was taking on the challenge. She was taller than me then, so I was like, come on or whatever. So I ran the ball and she smacked me. So.
However, Lamar's academic journey was filled with difficulties, and after finishing his sophomore year in high school with a 1.5 GPA, he knew he had to pick up his grades if he ever wanted a shot at a D1 scholarship.
Damn, my grades was bad. I couldn't play my 10th grade season. Got my grades back up, played 11th grade, 12th grade season. Did great, ended up getting offers from all teams across the country.
Lamar looks back on his academic struggles. I didn't have any expectations at first because in my 10th grade year, I had a 1.5 GPA. School comes first, I found out the hard way. I completed my 10th grade year. I was hurt, but I trained that year. I felt I owed it to my team and my mother. My assistant principal at Boynton High was with me along the way. With Lamar's GPA increased, colleges now had their eyes on the dual-threat quarterback. During Lamar's high school football days, there was one play in particular that stands out from the rest. Through all this hard work, Lamar got himself a D1 scholarship at the University of Louisville, where he took the football world by storm.
Jackson keeps it again, trying to stretch to the edge. What a hurdle by Jackson! Highlight reel touchdown! Numbers from a year ago. Here he goes, breaking a tackle. Jackson making moves at the 10, right on cue, staring down the defender as Jackson escapes. There he goes. The electric quarterback, number 8, spins off the defender, Henderson. Decision makers who are here tonight watching him and others. That throw right into the breadbasket and caught after the...
Lamar still faced criticism and doubters, with many questioning his passing abilities and even suggested he should change positions. But Lamar never gave up. He was ready to prove the haters wrong and had a season unlike any college quarterback in history.
Jackson, look out! Makes a cut. Why not spin in for another touchdown?
You don't see it much in college football.
Lamar Jackson keeps it on the zone read. He's got a blocker or two, and he's got open field. Lamar Jackson to the 25. A juke move there. Another lead in. And he's in the end zone for the second time. Well, that worked out pretty well if they got it higher last I checked. Lamar Jackson slings it deep. Oh, my goodness. What a pass. Touchdown, Jalen Smith. Full touchdown.
In his sophomore season, Lamar put up 3,500 passing yards and 30 touchdowns, along with 1,571 rushing yards and 21 rushing touchdowns. All this in just 13 games, and Lamar was awarded the Heisman Trophy.
The winner is Lamar Jackson of University of Louisville.
Back to my mother, man. She put so much into me. Like I said before, losing my father and my grandma on the same day, it hurt me. I wanted to cry real bad, but My mom was the real soldier because I was going to be the baby, the female that day. But she told me, she said, Lamar, do not cry. I remember that for the rest of my life. So every time when certain things don't go my way or this and that don't happen, I just own up to it and just be a man about the situation. And Mom, I love you so much.
Lamar's junior year was arguably better, with 3,660 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, 1,601 rushing yards, and 18 rushing touchdowns. But voter fatigue set in with Lamar finishing third in the voting. Now what's crazy is after these two unreal seasons by Lamar, every team still decided to pass on him in the first round of the 2018 NFL Draft. They were scared to take the risk, mainly due to durability concerns.
What I see is this kid is very coachable. He has improved each year. He's learning how to play from the pocket. If that's where an athletic quarterback needs to improve, he's done that. He will take another step next year. And so, Steve, where do you think this guy could fit?
I can see it in your eyes. I can see you a little bit upset, a little deterred. But guess what?
I'm here.
It's here. You're here.
I'm a Raven.
Lamar was finally selected by the Baltimore Ravens as the last pick in the first round.
We're the 32nd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. The Baltimore Ravens select Lamar Jackson.
There it is.
Quarterback, Louisville.
Okay. Listen to this place go crazy right now.
There he is, the Heisman Trophy winner from a couple years ago.
When Lamar was drafted, he was more focused than ever to prove all the doubters wrong. It was an opportunity for him to prove his worth at the professional level. And boy, did he deliver. With his electrifying speed and unmatched talent, Lamar quickly became a threat to every team in the NFL. Despite consistently showcasing his skills and talents through high school, college, and now on the biggest stage, the NFL, the football world continued to doubt Lamar, saying he was a running back playing the quarterback position.
You said he's a running back.
There's been a lot of doubt going on, you know, me being a running back, receiver, stuff like that. That came when I got to the league.
Lamar once again proved everyone wrong, and in just his second season, he went on to throw for 36 touchdown passes with over 1,206 rushing yards and 7 rushing touchdowns to earn himself the 2019 NFL MVP.
So congratulations to this year's most valuable player, Lamar Jackson.
The next 3 seasons, Lamar continued to defy the norm, but in 2021 and in 2022, he endured season-ending injuries, cutting his season short.
That penalty has declined. Third down.
Jackson was limping and on the deck right now.
That would be devastating. Yeah, he didn't initially. Let's see, Owusu Koromoa comes down. Oh, and he lands on that the back of the left heel.
Moments ago, they took the star Lamar Jackson to the locker room.
And then in 2022,
Lamar Jackson is injured, and we believe it happened on this play here. He limps to the sideline, and the medical professionals do not keep him in the blue tent. They're taking him in.
Lamar only played 12 games in both seasons, and the doubters started to creep back in.
So the Ravens getting their money's worth on Lamar Jackson?
No.
The answer is no.
A lot.
And what's your reaction when you hear that?
I don't really care. I don't. Just, you know, we're going to show up on the field, show out, win games. But for now, we're going to get better in camp.
How does that motivate you?
A lot. Motivate me a lot. Make them eat their words. That's all. Win games, play football, get better each and every day with my teammates. Make them eat their words. That's all.
But I think we know what happens next. Lamar goes into another gear in 2023, leading the Ravens to a 13-3 record in the 16 games he started. He threw for over 3,600 passing yards and 24 touchdowns, along with 820 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. But here's the crazy part. He wasn't even in the MVP discussion until the end of the season when the favorites fell off. And on top of that, people were still doubting him.
You don't think Lamar Jackson's the most valuable player in the National Football League?
No, I don't.
This is absurd.
What are you talking about? Y'all are absurd. Listen, This sounds like I don't like Lamar Jackson, and that's not what it is at all. I think Lamar Jackson has come out and has become a better quarterback this year. He is doing better than I thought, throwing the ball and just, being the quarterback, especially after losing his favorite target to Mark Andrews. And I see it. But to me, the MVP is somebody who has been kicking ass and taking names week after week.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that lady doesn't know squat about football. At least Colin Cowherd set the record straight.
And Lamar Jackson's really special. This he can't pass nonsense. Give me a break. Yesterday, a perfect passer rating. He's done that 3 times. You know how many times Mahomes has had a perfect passer rating? 0. No current player equals Lamar Jackson in perfect passer rating days. Dude can pass, and yes, Tom Cruise can act. Add to that his mobility, his competitiveness, his dominance on the field, and it looks like he's going half speed. His toughness. They score 10.5 points more when he plays than when he doesn't. And that number is significant. That's the number Vegas odds makers felt that Aaron Rodgers was worth in his prime.
Getting his second MVP award puts Lamar on a whole nother level of elite. He joins 10 other players to win multiple MVPs. It's safe to say all those players mentioned are in the top tier of football greatness, and now Lamar Jackson joins that group. He changed the game just like how the Splash Brothers changed basketball with the three-pointer. He's only 26 years old, 2 years younger than Mahomes, and there's a very valid argument that he's the second best quarterback in the league behind Mahomes. Would you take a quarterback over him? Comment below. With great power comes great responsibility, and that's exactly what Lamar holds himself to.
Growing up, I always wanted to get back to the less fortunate. Just because I know how kids feel. I've been in certain situations like certain kids, and I know they don't have people to look out for them certain times, especially around the holidays.
We all have hard times, and the pandemic I think is one of the biggest at this point for all of us that's living at this point in time. But at least you know there's someone here to help you out when you're sitting there trying to figure out how would your child have Christmas.
Well, Jackson also posed for pictures with families who stopped by.
When asked about his journey, Lamar humbly credits his teammates, his coaches, and his family for their unwavering support. He emphasizes the importance of believing in yourself and never letting others define your limits.
If there was a new standard that you could set for quarterbacks, for the young kids that look up to you when they think about wanting to be like Lamar Jackson, what do you want them to think about?
Stay humble. Don't let anything go to your head. Always try to better yourself and improve yourself. You got to stay in them books. The book's going to take you so far.
Lamar continues to shock the world on the field, but he's not just an exceptional player. He's an inspiration to countless young athletes around the world. His story proves that with determination, hard work, and unwavering self-belief, you can rise from rock bottom to achieve greatness.